Theresa, take a bow. That was just
Oh,
wonderful and inspiring.
thank you so much.
Just amazing. Thank you for sharing that with everyone tonight, and
Absolutely, it was my
Black Light
pleasure.
Project story. Just great, just great. Very important voice in Phoenixville, and I hope you all agree with that. So at this time, feel free to turn your video displays back on if you so choose, and unmute yourself as we welcome Theresa Thornton, the president of Black Light Projects. And any questions or comments for Theresa? Feel free to unmute and ask. Theresa, I guess you can answer the question that was posed in the chat before we started, because I didn't see that addressed in the video. The 3 colors in your logo, what is the meaning?
Red, black, and green have always been the colors for African Americans. The red stands for the blood that's been shed through over the years, black obviously for our people, and the green in honor of the motherland, Africa. So red, black, and green are significant colors to African Americans.
Thank you. Thank you, Theresa.
You're welcome, Paul. And I personally just want to thank everyone again for coming out to view this presentation. We were delighted to be asked by the library to present something. And it's nice to see so many people on this Zoom call, especially so many family members I see. Did anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I do. Lou, Beccaria.
I do.
Why is there, at this day and age, why is there still no Black History course at the Phoenixville Area High School? That seems
Well, the course that they offered, Lou, was the course that they offered a couple of years ago was an elective. So in 2018, there was a course that was offered. In 2019, I was told that no students signed up for it, so they dropped it during then, and it has not been reinstated. So one of the additional projects that we have in mind is to get African American history a part of the mandatory curriculum for the high school, not just an elective, to be incorporated into the regular history classes.
Right. And what is being done in that regard?
Well, as far as I know, I'm talking with other people who are interested in working on this endeavor, and we're just trying to meet and find out the proper protocol to go about doing this. We do have a wonderful example with, I think it's Camden High School, who over the summer, they just got everything incorporated into their high school, and it's a mandatory class that has to be completed before graduation. And they're starting that in the year 2022. So I'm hoping something like that can be developed within Phoenixville. Anyone who's interested in helping with this or taking the lead on it, please feel free to contact me. I have several other people who are interested in helping, and we just need to get the ball rolling and see how we can get it done properly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lou.
I just want to say that this was terrific, and I learned an awful lot by it. So congratulations to you for putting it together.
Thank you so much, Lou. I appreciate that.
Theresa, can I piggyback on what Lou was asking there? Because, you know, all schools in Pennsylvania have to follow the benchmarks that are set up for what's taught through the curriculum. And I'm wondering if you know, like, has there been any effort anywhere in the state to make Black history a part of the benchmarks that the state says that the schools have to teach? Because I feel like that would be a great avenue to pursue, because if it's part of the benchmarks, then the schools have to teach it. Are you aware of any efforts
I'm
like
not
that?
aware of any, Margie, at this time, but I'm hoping through the conversations with a few people who have contacted me, and we can actually start looking into things to find out information like that, and to get some of our, politicians involved to take it to a state level. But right now, I'm just hoping that we can get it on a local level before it can expand to state level.
I'd love to help out in any way I can with that, Theresa. So you can contact me.
Okay, and I have your information. Thanks, Margie.
Yeah.
Theresa, I have a question. One of the things I've always been interested in where people come from, how to get from where they were to here. And, we have a lot of ethnic people in town, and they all say, where they came from and this and that. And in my working, Don Coppich was my mentor. I came to town in '69 and we worked at YMCA together. And so he was great introducing me to the community and so forth. And it was like, so how did people get here? Where did they come from? Why did they move? Maybe it was economic or whatever. To me, that's a terrific story. And I don't know if this is going to be part of the project or what.
It is a secondary part of our project. That what we would like to do first is highlight the history makers, but we do have in our strategic plan to eventually start to collect genealogies of folks.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we have who we call our local Black historian, who is Dab Albert Ingram. He knows just about the history of everybody, and so we're still in the process of collecting his interview. We had to stop, during COVID and all of that, but we'll pick back up again as soon as we can get around to folks and really get that information together.
Oh, that would be
He's the first one that we go to for that type of information.
Okay, so we can get him on tape. Is that what you're saying? Videotape
It's possible. You'll have to wait your turn. But
no, when I say we, I'm talking me and you and Black Light.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just the Historical Society.
Absolutely. We had, like I said, we did have our one interview with him, which was about 3 hours long. But Dad knows so much information. We need to go back and get the rest of our interview process completed.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And he's older, so we have to be safe, and so we're not trying to schedule anything during these times. But hopefully soon we'll be able to get back together, because Dab loves to talk. That's just the kind of person that he is. He always has been that way. Extremely friendly, extrememely knowledgeable. Although has he hit 90 yet? Teese, are you still on the call? One of our board members, two of our board members are his daughters, and I know Teese was on here earlier. He's close.
Yes, he is 90. He's
okay,
90.
thank you, sister.
Wow.
Yep, and he's still thriving, thank God. So we're looking forward to going back and continuing that interview with him.
Yeah, he's 92.
92. Thank you, Alice. That's one of his daughters. Nancy?
I liked that you were so truthful about the treatment of the community, and that you placed it before us in ways that we cannot look away. And particularly the rapper at the end just had such a handle on this is still current. So it was the combination of lifting up folks who did so many wonderful things against the context that was so inhumane. And I think the two things together really mattered. It was wonderful.
You're right, Nancy. Thank you so much for that comment. But that's exactly why it's so important to us to highlight our history makers, because not only for the actual event or thing that they did, but for what they had to go through to get to that thing. And folks need to just realize and understand and appreciate. I'm all about trying to appreciate one another, and knowing someone's complete story gives you a better idea of what they actually went through to get to whatever level they're at.
Yeah.
Well, Theresa,
Hi, Andre.
This is your brother. I certainly enjoyed the program and very proud of you and all the others in Phoenixville who have been a part and participated in the program. And thank you for your invitation. And I thank the library for being a sponsor and helping to bring this out to light. And so I wish you continued success and love all of you. And I'll talk with you later.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. It's good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you. Great to see you. You're welcome. We're happy to be a voice.
I'd just like to make a comment if I could.
Was that Tom?
Yes.
Tom, you're muted. Tom?
Tom, what happened? Where'd you go?
Okay,
There you
here I
go.
am.
There you go.
There we go.
Hear me?
Okay.
I'd just like to make a comment. I'm so impressed, but most of all, I am blessed. And it is important that those of us who see the need for growth in our community are obliged to respond. And it is our responsibility to make sure that things that come from our heart, that come from our spirit, that come from our community, that are locally based, are supported by the community, because it is the grassroots that makes the grass grow. So I just want to say thank you. I want to continue to lift everyone up so that they can rise above all the confusion and to come at a time in the middle of a pandemic to find the need for us to recognize who we are as a community. There's someone at my door now, so I have to go, but I just want to say God bless and carry on.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Tom. I'm so glad to see you as well. Tom is one of our honorary board members. And of course, he's helped substantially to get us set up with videotaping and how to do all of that. Mostly, if you didn't remember Tom from the video presentation tonight, Tom was instrumental in getting PCTV or Phantom TV started. I don't even know how many years ago. It's been a long time now, but he was extremely instrumental in that. Now he's retired. He is a professional grandfather. That's how he refers to himself.
Great.
Did anybody else have any questions? Did I miss anything in the chat, Mark?
There was a comment a little while ago from someone about the first memorable experience of racism was mentioned, and I think this is a topic for intentional dialogue. That's the comment. Yeah.
That was Maria Galarza said that.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, I agree. And that was just one of the Black Excellence members. So when we did our interview with them, we actually asked all of them that. So, and unfortunately, all of them have stories that they can tell about experiencing racism.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I'm so thankful that we all came together. I'm so thankful that Jay and I started Blacklight Projects, although, neither one of us had a history background at all, but we had a passion for bringing to light, some people who we just felt have been left behind. And in my research for my brother who passed, Eric, I was running into so many other people who did history making things that I knew, but I did not know about the things that they had done. So that's what pulled me into it, in addition to Jay's inspiration as well. So I thank God that we have the opportunity and look forward to big things. This is not a one moment in time thing. This is something that will go on long past my lifetime. And the support from community members like yourselves would be appreciated. Donations, of course, in any amount, small and large. We do intend to have a facility built at some point. We don't have plans for it as of yet. All the plans are in my head right now, but you will be hearing about those types of things coming in the future because we need a place to exhibit, and to just show off things that people have done.
Theresa, I think this is terrific. This is a chapter that should be front and center in the history book of Phoenixville. Pages have been blank for a long time, so I give you a lot of credit and support you any way I can. So go for it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I want folks to realize too, although you see my face out front all the time and a lot of times, the board is fantastic. A lot of the board members are here. I see Shira, I see Amara, Alice is here. I saw Teese earlier. I see Sissy, Zamidia, and let me see. Did I miss any other board members that are on this call? Okay, and so that's just about half of us that are on this call, respecting this work. and laying down the foundation for our future, for the future of Blacklight projects. And since we recently became a nonprofit organization, we're going through those stages, you know, getting everything filed right, getting everything set up right, and all of those types of things, in addition to carrying on our research and so forth. So, you know, keep us in prayer for those of you who believe in the power of prayer, because I'm certainly one of those. And keep us in mind for any type of volunteering and in any form. Just contact me. I can let you know how you can help. And especially keep us in mind if you're able to make any type of donation, because it would be tax deductible.
And just happens that there's a guy up in the corner of the screen that wrote a good book on for organizations in terms of governance and stuff. So
That's right. That's right, Lou Beccaria. And guess what? Yes, Blacklight Projects invested the time to purchase the book for each one of the board members so we can continue to grow and learn. And because I've known Lou for many, many years. I knew Lou before I knew that he was actually the president of the Health Foundation. We met while we were walking for exercise and just kept running into each other all of the time until we started to see each other at various events. Then I realized, oh, this is the same gentleman that is. So we go back a long ways, and I'm so grateful to him as well, because he's offered his knowledge to us on various occasions, and I certainly run to it. Anything that we can learn, you know, we're new to nonprofit. Anything that you can share with us that would be helpful, we're willing to listen to. You know, we want to do things right. And we, like I said, we want this to go on, not just for the moment, but for the millennium, forever and a day.
Thank you, Theresa.
Thank you, Lou.
Someone in the chat asked, where would we mail a donation? I can type the address in if you give that.
Okay, yep, I surely can do that. Let me put that in here, and that would go to everyone. So it would be made out to Blacklight Projects.
Are you typing it in the chat then?
I am. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Drive, and right here in Phoenixville. I'm trying to type as fast as I can. Okay, yeah. One to Hartman Drive, Phoenixville. There you go. Thank you so much for asking that. And for those who'd like to donate online, you could just go to our website. Shira is our webmaster. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shira. And there's a donate button there that you can press, and it'll take you through PayPal. I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with PayPal, but that's the one that we have to use at this time. But if you don't want to use online, feel free to send us a check. Give me a call, send me an email. I'll come pick it up, whatever the case may be. So we'll take your money however you want to give it.
All right. On that note, I think if there are no other questions or comments, I think we will call it an evening. A very inspiring evening. And thank you again, Theresa, for sharing.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you so much. And thank you, family. Thank you, community. Have a great night. I'm off to the next meeting.
Okay.
Theresa.
Thank you,
Good night,
Teresa.
everybody.
Thank you. Oh, Tanya, I see you. Thank you.